Good afternoon. Yes, this is Spirit Journey. And yes, as you can read on the title of this live stream, it is my post 40-day plus fast from YouTube. This is the first time in those 40 days that I have done anything on YouTube. Yes, prior to my fasting, I was, in my opinion, addicted to YouTube. I did everything with YouTube. I went everywhere with it, in the shower, in the bathroom, when I slept, had it playing. And in the daytime, when I'm out and about, in my apartment, I had it on. It was virtually 24/7. And the last thing that I was watching was controversy within Hollywood and the sex scandal with the alleged pedophilia. It was affecting me, and there were other things too. There was someone with, what's his name? He was a sports medicine doctor for the Olympic team, and I watched the hearing for that case, and it really upset me. It set me emotionally in a wreck. I feel I was just very upset about the whole thing, and I said to myself, I had enough. It was affecting me in a very, very negative way. Yes, hello viewer, hello, yes, it's Spirit Journey, and yes, I have I'm back on YouTube for now, and just to give you a heads up what I've been doing, yes, I had did my 40, my post 40-day fast from the internet. I did briefly, like I had to look up an address, and a family member wanted to look at a movie, and he wanted to show me some stuff, and I said, why not? I'm with family, and so that's about it. But other than that, I didn't like go on YouTube and upload anything or film anything, or watch anything per se YouTube on my own. I didn't want to, and so I'm just explaining, for those who was wondering why I didn't put any content out there. Yes, hello, another viewer. Good afternoon. And just again, just letting you know that I'm okay. And actually, everything is okay. I'm out and about in what we call Central Park here in New York City, and I just want to show you a little bit around. Let me show you. This is my little dogs. That's Lily there. Hey, Lily. Lilac. And this is Labby, boy. Come here, Labby. That's Lavin. And see? And I'm under a very big tree. Let me show you that. Yeah. So with this, so what I've been doing for this 40-day fasting from YouTube and social media in general, I said to myself, I want to get myself together emotionally. And I felt like the other things that was happening to me, my neck, the back of my neck was killing me because I'm looking on the screen, and for whatever reason, when I look at the screen, I have my head back like that. It's a bad habit, and so I wanted to be pain-free in my neck. Let me know if you can't hear me. I've been having problems with the audio when I do live streaming, but with doing a regular video on just my device that I'm using now, there's no problem. So just let me know. But yes, my neck was bothering me. See, my back, I do a lot of walking, and so my back a little bit was bothering me. So let me tell you what I did. Well, so I cut out all internet, and I went to a chiropractor, and that was interesting. I had two sessions. The first session was just to evaluate what my body was doing, and they gave me some like heat therapy. You put heat to the muscle and some electrodes, and I think they did some stretching too. Yes, some stretching. And then the second visit was that, what I just mentioned, and then he did what you call alignment. So I won't be going to that place. It was very bizarre, the interaction there. What I learned from that was I'm sensitive to certain music. He had music on. And the thing is, there was nothing wrong with the music, but some things could, by association, things that, could maybe spark a memory or something. And the doctor's behavior, he was very, very bizarre. I should have, I should have used my instinct. My first visit there, it was actually on 9/11. Sorry. It was the day 9/11, and he was acting very bizarre, and he, like, everything was about, well, you don't have to come here, and you get something cheaper somewhere else. And he was very, like, negative, and he looked at me very stern, and this was different from 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I did go to his office, and he said, well, you need to get medical information from your doctors, x-rays of X, Y, and Z. So it did take me a while. I wasn't going to go. I mean, I had gotten the information a couple of months back, and then I said, nah, I won't go to him. And I said, I'm getting in pain again. Let me go back. So I brought all my documents. So it was 6 months ago that I actually saw him. He just talked to me and told me what to get. And so when I came back last week, he was a completely different person, very, very negative. And I also saw an acupuncturist that was at the same facility. And what I learned from this experiment, you heard what I said, experiment. I meant to say experience. That always go by your first instinct. That was my first mistake. And I learned that a lot of chiropractors, I was told, are the same way. It was just a coincidence. I had talked to somebody else who shared with me about their experience at a chiropractor, and a lot of these chiropractors have it was a person in my building where I live at. And I never told her about my experience, and she was just sharing that a lot of the chiropractors, the male chiropractors, are eccentric or whatever. I'm okay with being different, but to be rude and other things, it was different. He was like a different person. So always go by your first instinct, and also I think what might be attributing to some of these chiropractors' behavior, whatever, they don't wash their hands. They put their hands on different people, to do their chiropractor work, but they don't wash their hands in between patients. And that was the other thing that I noticed with him. And I think that for that reason alone, I don't want to go back there. And because when you put your hands on someone and then you don't rinse your hands, I'm not even saying using soap, but when you don't rinse your hands after each contact, the energy or that person's essence goes on your hands, and then you transfer that to somebody else, and so on and so on. And so let's say you see 20 patients in one day, and you're not rinsing your hands. It affects the doctor too. So I think that's what's going on. And so when you go to a chiropractor, just ask them nicely if they can just rinse their hands off, or have them spray their hands with some type of solution. because I think it could be affecting their mind. And definitely, this doctor was he was bizarre, and it started to affect me. He was getting sarcastic, very very weird, and it started to affect my mood. So yeah, I won't go back there again. So I think chiropractic work. I mean, the heating and the stretching. I would go just for that even. So I have to find a new chiropractor in New York City, and but I think other than that, that he would have been an excellent, you know, it would have been an excellent service if those matters weren't taken care of. Another thing I was doing in this 40-day fast from internet, I was coming to Central Park here. I went here and I went to the pier where it's by the Hudson River. I thought that being around nature would be something really positive. It will, and I think it'd be good for me and the dogs. That just to be out with trees and everything, grass, it relaxes me. So that's what I've been doing, and I also have been doing uh, veg- practicing vegetarianism. You know, I don't eat any meat products, but I do eat dairy and eggs. So in these 40 days, I've been eating a plant-based diet with some dairy products and eggs. I feel okay about that. And what else? Oh, the other thing I was interested, the other thing that came to my mind was I want to go off the grid. Yes. I hope my camera is still going. Yeah, it just made like a blink or something. But either way, I want to learn how to go off the grid. I want to, yes, I use a lot of electricity. I had gotten a bill. Yes, hello, YouTuber. Welcome again. Yes, I just mentioned that I want to learn how to go off the grid. During this 40-day, I had gotten an electric bill, and the electric bill was the highest ever. It was over $200. It was exactly $222.02. I was, let's see, this was two cycles ago, and I was that's when I was on the internet 24/7. I was sleeping with my internet on and watching, falling asleep with my YouTube on in my bedroom. Yeah. And the next thing I know, I get a bill for 200 something dollars. And I said, wow, we're so dependent on these electronics. We're addicted to, we have the electricity going on. And the electromagnetics, I think, is also affecting our behavior. Here in New York City, you have so many people. You see them walking around with their devices. They even go across the street, not looking where they're going, and they're looking on their devices. People here in New York are getting very aggressive. Yeah, everybody, and I felt it was affecting me too. Definitely. So I said, I want to learn how to be more nature conscious. I mean, what I mean is sometimes we're so dependent on things, these electronics, that we don't talk to one another. I mean, really talk to one another one-on-one. You're bombarded by these waves, these electromagnetic waves. It affects your eyes, the blue light, and what else? Yeah, it's just, I think, overall health. We're not as physical anymore because we're watching the internet. So we're gaining a lot of weight. New Yorkers tend to be very heavy. We're not the heaviest in the country. You know, the South is the heaviest. I think Mississippi is the heaviest state. Also Hawaii is also very heavy. But yeah, so we're lacking physical activity. We are not communicating one-on-one because we're looking at our devices, and then it affects our electric bill too. And that was a biggie. So I don't want to do that anymore. I wanted to more reading. So I had the day one of my 40-day fast from the internet. I went to the bookstore and I bought a ton of books. And I only completed one full book, and then another book that was a book on fairies, like in fairy tales. It was a book about what are fairies, what types of fairies are there, and I found that really, really interesting. Yes, very interesting. And I was mostly reading that book in nature. I came here to Central Park, and I found it very comforting. Very, very comforting. I wanted to learn about, during my 40-day fasting of the internet, I wanted to look up things that were different, metaphysical type of stuff. Things that would stretch my mind, my imagination. Yeah, that's what I was interested in doing. So I bought about 9 books, and then last week I bought 3 more. The last 3 books, one was on light therapy, the other one was an encyclopedia of, what do you call it, essential oils and aromatherapy. And, oh, what's the other one? What's that? Oh, I can't remember. If I remember, I'll just mention it. Yeah, it was 3 books. But yeah, I want to get into reading more. I think what the internet was doing to me, it was preventing me to think. And I'm just sitting at a monitor and just being bombarded by stuff. And one thing, when you're watching something, it just goes right in. And it's harder for you to filter out, because you start to think very passively. Some of us could watch something, if you say ahead of time, I'm going to watch this with a critical eye. But a lot of times you just watch something to just relax. And it programs you. That was another thing that I learned. Going on the internet, television, even radio, it programs you to think a certain way. It programs you about people, about countries, about politics, about men and women, about children, everything. And I felt that I was turning bias about certain individuals or people. And I didn't want that, because it was affecting me. So I'm just saying now that anything that you watch, that it could affect you. And it is true that even what you read can affect you too. Definitely. If what you're reading is bias, is it just turning around? Even what you read can be biased as well. So yes, be careful what you read. But I really wanted to read things to educate me on certain subjects. So what I bought today. Sorry. I'm sorry, the bark was pulling my hair. Let me show you some of the books I did bring with me today. Okay. Yeah, I heard about this book. Okay. It's backwards when I'm looking at it, but it says Your Soul's Plan, Discovering the Real Meaning of the Life You Planned Before You Were Born, and it's by Robert Schwartz. Okay. I heard about him maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I want to read that. Oh, this was the other book that I bought, the third book I bought. This one here, Your Brain on Plants, Improve the Way You Think and Feel with Safe and Proven Medicinal Plants and Herbs. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to look at that. Yeah, I have a family member whose memory is really accelerated. It's decreasing very high, very fast. When I spoke to her on the phone, they asked me 3 times who I was on the phone, you know? So it is what it is. And so I have to really prepare myself for that time, you know? And yeah, so I'm hoping that I could find things that will help improve memory, your cognition. So I think a lot of these things, there's something called epigenetics, and it's the new paradigm of medicine and disease that we were taught initially that it is your genetics that causes you to have certain diseases. But now scientists are saying no, that the environment affects your genetics. So if you could, I guess, avoid or use certain things in the environment, could prevent or maybe even treat or cure certain ailments, and that is including Alzheimer's or dementia. So if this dementia slash Alzheimer's is in me genetically, I want to do something now to prevent that from happening. And oh, my last book, yeah, this is the third book. Light Therapy is a complete guide to the healing power of light, and it's by Anandi Martel. Okay, yeah. So I got books kind of like earthy, looking, things with nature and health to read here while I'm at the park. I was going to bring this other book that I'm actually currently reading, but it's a little heavy emotionally. So I said, hey, leave the emotional stuff at home, but when I'm in nature, hey, let's enjoy, let's read things about health and things that might be more positive, uplifting. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be reading today. Let's see what else. I'm trying to remember anything else that I learned in this 90-day fasting from internet. I think when you're alone, when you live alone and you're not on the internet, it's quiet. Everything is quiet, and at first it's like, wow, am I hearing, like I had this device on, this air conditioner on. It almost sounded like it sounded weird. So something your imagination, when you hear absolutely nothing, no talk or whatever, you have the air conditioner on, you like, because you want to hear human voices. So it's like you're so accustomed of, let's say, having the radio on or the television on or have your device on, listen to music or whatever. You're so programmed to hear talking that you could start to think you're hearing talking from the air, the air vent, the air conditioner. We so much wanted to hear human contact. So initially that took time to get used to. It was an awareness. Silence is an awareness when the room is completely silent. The other thing I did during these 40 days fasting from the internet, I pulled out a lot of my electrical devices. Yes, I wanted to avoid as much electromagnetic interference. So in my bedroom, I have a computer system there. So I turned off the power switch to it. And so when I sleep, there's no electromagnetic waves. And let's see what else. What else did I do? Oh, I bought a mechanical clock. Yes, the old-fashioned kind that you hand wind. I bought three of them. One from the bathroom, kitchen, and bedroom. And you wind it up by your hand. You set the time. It has a timer on it too, an alarm clock built into it if you want it. And I've been using that. And again, because I'm thinking like we so depend on these electrical devices. And again, I thought just try to save a little money. Hey, get a manual clock. And I want to get back to basics, you know. What do people do back 200 years ago or 150 years ago? What did they do? They didn't have cars. They did have clocks, and it was a manual, that you wind up. They walked everywhere. So I want to try to do that. And I think by doing that, you really will live a happier life, you know? Yeah, I think you're happier if you're getting more exercise, you're getting out and about. Yes, so yes, I did buy the manual clocks, and I've been using it. Yeah, something weird happened with I have a digital battery operated clock in my living room, and it it was kind of funny. Okay, I walked. It was Sunday, this past Sunday, and but when I went into my living room, it said it was Saturday. I said, "Oh wow, Saturday!" I was right. Something happened with that digital clock. It had the wrong day of the week and the wrong date. It said it was September 8th. Yeah, it was like a whole week off. And then now I didn't do anything to that clock. But now this morning, it corrected itself. So I don't understand what happened. So it's the right day of the week and the right date. It was always the right time. I can't figure that out. But yeah, that's what happened. But I want to really get into nature. I already make my own soap. Yes, I make my own bar soap. I make liquid soap. I bought the essential oil encyclopedia book because I want to make my own remedies. I have a strained groin muscle, and I bought the three essential oils that the book recommended, and I did use it once, no, maybe twice. I didn't use it this morning, but when I get back home, I want to use it. So yeah, I believe in regular medicine, but find out what's wrong with, by going to a licensed medical practitioner. But once you get the information to, hey, look into natural remedies, you be your own doctor. There was another thing that I did. I was feeling a little moody. It was a couple of days ago, and I couldn't figure out what was bothering me. I've been coming to the parks, and it could have been someone that I talked to. I talked a little couple, sometimes when you talk to someone on the phone, you maybe feel, maybe something was said that upset you, whatever. But I was feeling a little emotional. So, but that whole day, I just felt cranky. Again, I don't know whether it's a detox from getting off of the internet, but either way, I felt in my body cranky, So I said to myself, yeah, I went in my room. I was to go to sleep. Like the sun is really strong now. Yeah, it's beautiful, the sun. But anyway, I went to my room to sleep. And I said, something, I'm not going to be depressed like this. I said, I don't know what's bugging me. So I gave a word of prayer of empowerment. Yes, I did. And I said to myself, I said, you know, I'm not going to let anything or society get me down. And the power is in me. And to be what they call be your own alchemist. Alchemy, in short, in my opinion, it's like it is a type of witchcraft. You know, witchcraft has a very negative connotation, but no, it's all about metaphysics. It is, you know, it's to transform one energy into something else for your benefit. I don't believe in doing things to hurt others. I'm interested in things that influence me, that will aid me, my own personal being. Because my responsibility is to myself. We all are responsible for how we feel. It's not anybody's, it's not your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it's not even your doctor's responsibility to make you happy. I learned in this 40-day fast, I'm responsible for how I feel. And so I started to give myself a word of encouragement. And I said to myself that the power is in me. And that I started like visualizing like certain health, like I mentioned that my back was bothering me. When I got to bed, in bed, and then I started visualizing and speaking it out loud and saying that I am being healed. I visualize myself in a beautiful area. I visualize myself giving myself a neck massage, putting healing ointments on the parts of my body that were bothering me. And you know, oops, my my batteries, oops, my battery's getting lower, so I know I have to get off soon. But either way, I gave a word of encouragement and visualization of healing. And you know, when I woke up in the morning, I felt great that whatever was hanging over me, it disappeared. I felt great. Try it, you guys. Try it. To just be really candid with yourself. That like enough is enough. I'm gonna take life by the horns. I'm gonna heal myself. Be good to your body. Be good to you. And if someone gets on your nerve, avoid them. Avoid them. Yes. And I think the last thing that I want to talk about before I go is, like, it reminded me when I said be good to yourself. I'm thinking about getting a different type of mattress. I want to get a natural mattress. I mean, I grew up with the traditional box spring mattress. I never had pains in my body, you know, aches and pain. But here you get these new bed and it messes up your body. Why is that? So, and even when I was in the military, we just had a thin pad to sleep on. It was on a metal board, and then this thin mattress like that, and it had no pain. So I want to try to find like a mat, maybe that's just stuffed with cotton, whatever, to sleep on, and get a board to go underneath the bed, just a wooden board, and sleep on that. Yeah, I want to avoid all, to sleep on unnatural, synthetic bedding. I don't want anything synthetic like foam or even memory foam to sleep on. So today, since I will be going on the internet to do research to get information on bedding, but outside of that, I will not be going on YouTube and posting. And I think I will also be, rather than doing video editing as I used to do, I think for now I'll stick with the live streaming for YouTube and just giving you updates about my fasting. Yeah, so I will be continuing doing the I will be continuing doing my vegetarian diets, going to the park, using my natural essential oils and things like that, and then doing research about bedding and mattresses in particular, and if I could find a chiropractor that's not loony. I'll keep you posted on that. Yeah, I have to really see, even my neck is going to bother me now because I was looking up. But yeah, I want to limit the exposure my looking on a screen because it affects my neck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this post 40-day detox from YouTube / the internet. I'm doing okay, and my little dogs here are doing fine. Yeah, see that? Yeah, so we're just enjoying ourselves out here in nature. Yes, so guys, get out there, enjoy how you feel, and you are responsible for your health. Be the true alchemist that you all are, okay? So take care and enjoy. Bye-bye.